Concept 23 is on measure of center and spread. We're going to match the histograms with the correct description. Skewed left means that most of the data is to the right, some of the data is to the left. So that would be number 2. Skewed right is the opposite. Most of the data is to the left, but some of the data is on the right, so that's number 4. Symmetrical means that if you folded this graph in half, it would overlap, or the right and the left side are the same. So that's graph 1. Uniform means that all the values are equal, so that is graph 3. So now on number 23, consider the data set. If every number in the set is doubled, that is multiplied by 2, circle the measures that would be affected. So the mean would be doubled, the mode would double, the median would double, the range would double, and the standard deviation as well. Anytime you're multiplying a set of data by a number, everything gets affected. If 7 is subtracted from every number, circle the measures that would not be affected. So subtracting or adding a number to the data set, it will affect the mean. I want to circle the ones that are not affected, so I'm going to cross out the ones that are affected. The mean will be affected. The mode will be affected. The median will be affected. Standard deviation will not be affected because all of the numbers are 7 less than they were before, so the spread of the data is going to stay the same. So same goes for range. If you subtract 7 from all the numbers, the range between the lowest and the highest would stay identical. Now if 22 was accidentally recorded as 222, circle the measures that would be affected. So I'm going to cross this out and write it as a 222. It's still the highest number. The mean would definitely change. The mode is still 15, so that's not going to be affected. The median is still going to be 15, so that's not affected. The range would definitely be affected. Oops, I didn't mean to circle median. Median is not affected. Standard deviation, we've increased this a lot, so the spread is increasing as well. So standard deviation would be affected. On the last question up here, circle the standard deviation, calculate the standard deviation of the data set. So the first thing we need to do is find the mean of the data set. So using the values, we have 8 plus 10 plus 15 plus 15 plus 20 plus 22. And there's 6 values, so I'm going to divide by 6. So the average is 15. The standard deviation is calculated by taking the difference between the mean and each value in the data set first. So the difference between 15 and 8, let me just rewrite the data set here. So the difference between 15 and 8 is 7. The difference between 10 and 15 is 5. The next two are zeros. 20 and 15 has a difference of 5. 22 and 15 has a difference of 7. You're going to take all of those differences, square them, and add them together. And then divide by the number of values, which is 6. And lastly, take the square root of all of that. So let's calculate that. We have 49 plus 25 plus 25 plus, should be squared, 49 divided by 6, and then the square root of that is 4.97.